Voila. Hello again. So, long time no see from all the weird stuff that's been going on. I'm doing a video in future to explain what's been going off, but right now we're back on these guys, my favourite little pepper pots. So, as you probably saw from the teaser from ages ago, I was getting my hands on some of these. But I say I was getting my hands. So long story short, my birthday was coming up, and of course, Rachel, being the lovely person that she is, with what she's doing, without me kissing her ass or anything, she asked me if there was anything, because I explained I was looking for the Dalek Supreme and Invisible Dalek, I think. I don't know the technical name. I'm still going to try and get that set if I can. But she said she saw him in her B&M. Well, not her. She lives in the same area as me, just up the street. Because our B&M is utter rubbish on getting Doctor Who merch. Now they did have similar to these, but they had the bronze version. I'm not, as you know, I'm a big classic Dalek fan, not a new series fan. So she said, "Oh, they've got the gold and they've got the gunmetal grey. Which one do you want?" I went, I mean, my job would be to get another one of these to then have the free. But I said, "Oh, just get me the gunmetal grey," and for some reason I ended up with two. But yeah, so that was nice, and it was also a gift from Nathan as well. So that's another friend of mine, husband basically. And yeah, they together as a gift from the for the birthday. They did get me something else. They got me these little, well, I say little because they're not. I do have the other one, the original BOBBLES that they brought out. So it is the same mould and everything, and I'm going to get into detail of what I think about them. So this version, you can see they just bobble. Now, I'm not the biggest Dalek fan. Yeah, I am a Dalek fan. I'm not the biggest Dalek collector at all, but I do think these would look nice on the desk for the when I get the desk. I'm currently using the shelf at the minute, and we do need a banner and background to look a bit more professional. But yeah, this was the first ones that they did. And I got a load of these, and I don't know where they've all gone. But detail-wise, in fact, we can go on with these, because these are pretty much the same, but they are different. So, focus, please. Yeah. So they are the same mould in every single way. They're not accurate, like I say. These ones have the arms stuck in place. Nothing on this moves except the bottom. The difference between this and this is, so if we focus back. Hello, Nathan. Why do I like these a little more? Because they have a bit more, I don't know. I'm going to get onto the packaging as well. And I have opened it, so they've already been opened. So I've just put it back in the box to give an idea. And I thought the gold, because if the gunmetal grey were in, you wouldn't have been able to see it. But yeah, I think, what should we do first? By the way, I'm not the greatest reviewer, never done this. So the packaging, and I will actually say I do like the packaging. This is so weird to say it. I think it is probably the best packaging we've got for, it makes sense for any toy. You've got a massive window to see what you're getting. The company, I guess, that builds them, the Doctor Who logo, we all know that. The two ones that you're getting, if you're getting the classic ones, because these are the only ones that are out, so the Gold Leader from Day of the Daleks and Frontier in Space, and the Gunmetal Grey from Day all the way to, if I'm remembering right, Planet of the Daleks was the last time the Gunmetal Grey was seen. If I'm wrong, someone will correct me on that, but I should know because I'm a Dalek fan. And here it says again, but this is called a Warrior Dalek and the Supreme Dalek. Even though I could have sworn he's called the Supreme Council, but it gets the idea. Dalek bobbling weaponry functions, and we'll get onto that. So the box, it has a little flap at the top, as you can see from that. You then open it, and then I'll get to the inside contents, because I do like I do like the way they've designed it. It's clean and it just works. So the box is pretty standard, you know. I guess this is meant to be like the walls of Skaro with these sliding doors. I have no idea what it's meant to be. It's the same that they're using on the current sets now. They're no longer doing backdrops because of cost and everything. But you know what, it's a box. I'm not really into, you know, that type of stuff. And so now we have the inside contents. It works, like I say, I'll explain why. It's literally, as you can see, the Dalek. You could even have an invisible Dalek from that. You can see from the fin, and all it does is just a slide action. And for example, our demonstration, the Dalek literally sits in the blister. I think they're called blisters, and yes, you're seeing the little detail. And then that would go on, you slot that in the box, and that would be it. And that's what I like about these. It can't get damaged. There's no ties, no string, no tape. It's pretty simple. It must have cost a fortune for creating the design though, so I say a fortune, I have no idea on packaging, but this is, in my ideal way, the best way to wrap any type of figure. Dalek, TARDIS, whatever you want. I think this is the best. But again, it's custom stuff. But you normally do get custom wrapping. So now we'll go on to the features. So the features on these Daleks, as you can probably tell from the wobbling, if I do that, the arm and the gun, well, the arm and gun, yeah, do wobble. They don't actually have a wobble on the underneath like a bobble head, which I kind of like. It makes sense with Daleks too, because they have a flat base, you know. So I think it's better for them. It's like what I do with the toy ones. I always take the wheels off because I don't like them rolling about. I like them to just be stationary, and yes, it doesn't look right when they're completely to the floor. If they had a little bit of leverage, then yeah, but these are just, they're vinyl toys, they're little gimmicks. The other feature that they do on these, they have is the turning of the head, which is quite nice. So I do like to have them positioned now and again like that. And they are a nice little gimmick. Like I say, from a distance, they look great from a side-on view, from a front-on view. The thing that I don't like about them, but again, they are a gimmick. They're not meant to be taken seriously, as you can tell. We'll do it with a gold one. The design of them are very odd, to say the least. It's a Dalek. I mean, it gets the job done. It has got the correct panels, 11 in total. From the bottom it doesn't look too bad, but of course this is the gimmick fin. It's made to look a bit over the top. For some reason they've done one row of bumps when here you normally have one there and one there. Of course they didn't give it enough space, but I do like the idea that they've paid attention to detail. It's very close to the Shawcraft Dalek, if that is the Shawcraft Dalek skirt. Just a bit more and a bit of tape there, a bit more toned down. I don't know how to put it. They've even paid attention to the bumps being a lot more of that teardrop design rather than massive hemispheres, so they've got that right. They do look, like I say, it does look good from the back of the skirt. When you see that, you think, oh god, that would be a good Dalek, and then you see the top and then you're like, oh, that's not that great. The design that I hear a lot from people is a Necros Dalek, which it pretty much is. The design of the shoulders, the design of the neck cage as well, where it's got that extra grill. Yeah, it is a bit of a, it's an odd design. And again, and then the gun boxes go in at an angle like the Imperials. It's a basic Dalek design. It's, you know what it is. It serves its purpose. It's a little gimmicky toy. And it's just, yeah, just some as appendages that wobble. And a 360 head, which I forgot to mention. The heads do a 360, which I always see from like Batman March when he's doing toy reviews. Much better toy review than anyone. So that's pretty much what I don't like on them. There's a massive other thing that I do not like about them. Now, this company, like I say, has done a pretty good job on the base. They've also given it, come on, I want to focus, for God's sake. They've even given it a sort of flare design like the new series, but there is a purpose for this. As someone who does mould making, this is for a technique called draft. They do it on the TARDISes. If it was straight down like that, the mould would not want to pull up. So when you have something flared out, the mould will come off. That's why the domes have that chamfer design, and why they went for a dome design. Because it doesn't... Because when something tapers like that, you can easily pull something from it. It can't get trapped. Reason why it's called draft. So that's why they've done it on the base. For any people complaining, going, why have they done this on the bottom of the base where it slightly tapers towards the top? Like I say, that's for the moulding purpose. The type of plastic it is as well, you can see it's like it squishes ever so slightly, and it reminds me of like bubble bath. That is how cheap these fins are, I'm guessing. They're not hard plastic, but they are, but they're not like the traditional toys, which I'll go get. And for comparison's sake, I've even got the gold leader and the gunmetal grey. So let's show them. So the differences. What am I doing? Yeah. So, as you can see, these are the official ones. Like I say, I'm not a big collector. And these are the most recent ones where they cleaned them up. The gold leader's much more metallic, and even though he was more of a beige colour in the show.
Oh, sorry.
And the gunmetal greys just stand out, and these have been in the cupboard, not cupboard, a little glass cabinet for the last year now, so they have gathered a bit of dust. But yeah, this is what these are meant to be. So what I was meaning is, you can see the toys do have more slats, which these don't. The eyeballs on these are massive, but again, that's the gimmick fin. And like I say, from the so if you see from what I mean with the double panel, which old Daleks have most times, apart from the new series recently, you can see what I mean by the differences. Again, this is the official, like, this is where we take it seriously, and this is just your bog standard, just a kid's type of toy sort of thing that looks quite nice on a table. But that's pretty much what I was meaning. The only thing that they've got right on these is the bump design. The toy ones don't get that right, so they get a point knocked off. There's a lot of things wrong with the toys anyway. I could go into massive detail on why that is. But yeah, if they were to take it a bit more seriously with these ones, because don't get me wrong, I do like the height is a good height or size for a Dalek. It's pretty much in line with the movie remote control the ones that came with a TARDIS remote, which I do have two of. But like I say, they're up in storage so they don't get damaged. Because I could imagine this actually being an actual toy version. But it's when you see the top half and then you see the side panel, it sort of ruins it.
What? You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. Ruining.
But like I say, it's just a gimmick toy. It's not to be taken seriously. Just remembered the other thing. The other thing that I don't like about these is, like, they've got everything pretty much right, like I say, with the skirt and how everything tapers up of why a Dalek is. What I can't understand, which I'll hopefully get on camera if I zoom in, because focusing just does not like it. Here and here, Daleks go from a funny 11-sided shape, and then the bottom of the shoulders is like an egg-shaped design that fits on top, and then it goes to a circle. This, however, is not doing that, and I don't know why they've done it. They've pretty much done it okay, but you can see there's an overhang. It's not completely circular. Same for the front. It doesn't come to a circle. If this was to come off, I don't know what the purpose is of that. There probably is a reason why that is, but again, they are nice little gimmicks and novelty. That's the word I'm looking for, novelty. they're not like the official merch that comes out, so they're just little bits of fun. Would I collect any more? I'm not quite sure. I probably want another one of them, like I say, if I can point right, to have the army, you know, because I've got the same for these two. I've got another gunmetal grey, so then the same for this. If they brought out the Imperial in this size, I probably might get that if it's on its own, because they have brought out in the small ones the Imperial now, but it comes in a 4-pack. And like I say, I'm not too bothered about the smaller ones. These are okay for what they are. And they were £14 each, so yeah. Pretty much the same as when you get... But they're each, and this is about £14 when you get a set of 2. Which I have got a spare one of these. Hence the reason why I've got another gunmetal one. But yeah, that is pretty much it, I'm assuming, on this toy. There isn't really much to say. I'm not a review channel.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
So yeah, this has been a toy review on the bobblehead Daleks. I've got to now edit it down. And yeah, and now you will be noticing Dalek stuff is coming back around again. I was going through a weird month, let's just say. But everything's coming back. The Daleks are now going to be the main priority, and Space Shuttle and so on and so forth, if you've been following. So I'll see you all soon. If you can, get one of these if you just want one, just for the sake. And if you're not a big Dalek fan, these are pretty much okay to get if you want to own one. A good size, if you're not wanting to go for the real massive fan, you know, wanting the official stuff. Because they are quite expensive, and they are hard to get hold of now. Saying that, my B&M was quite hard to get these, so yeah, it's also a thank you to Rachel for going out and getting me these, and also from Nathan as a gift. So the couple, thank you to them, and hopefully I'll have more stuff in the future to review, I don't know. So I'll leave it here and see you all soon.